Alright, I'm back, and since my last video, I've since acquired a few more pencils, and here I'd like to show you the highlights of my new collection, I guess. The new additions to my collection. So, here we go. Up first, we've got a pencil, the commercial writing pencil. It's made in US, #2, pretty standard. I mean, except for the fact that it's got no branding other than commercial writing. Maybe it's only for writing commercials. Or for business people. Second up, Sears Courtesy Wins Customers. It's a #2.5 pencil, so it's very well suited for writing for long periods of time without a sharpener, as the 2.5 lead would hold a point much better than a standard #2 HB lead. So I guess this was a promotional thing given away by Sears to their employees, or I guess sitting on pen cups in the store. And here's a few pencils by the company Wallace. They're not around anymore, but they made quite a few models, and I have a few of them here. Here I've got a Wallace Bright Tone, #2, made in US, got a nice solid red color. It's a nice breakaway from that standard yellow you get a lot. It seems like it was a normal pencil made for normal people. Next up we got a Wallace Motif Drawing Pencil. It's drawing 1110 2B. This one's actually exceptionally smooth. I love writing with this one / drawing with it. And yeah, it's a nice experience to draw with. Sketching, of course, not like actual drawing. Because if you've seen any of my art, you'll know how bad of an artist I actually am. Alright. Next, Wallace Conquest. It's a #1 pencil, which makes it exceptionally smooth. I mean, #1 is equal to B lead, #2 is HB, #2.5 is F, #3 is H, and #4 is 2H. So, the higher in H numbers you go, the harder the lead becomes, and the more gray it becomes. The more B in numbers you go, the more black it becomes. So, a #1 pencil is generally going to write much smoother than a #2. So here we got a Wallace Conquest pencil. It's pretty standard. I have 3 of these. And a couple of Wallace machine scoring pencils. These are for, scantrons and stuff like this, where a machine is scoring the paper that you have written on, or scantron that you've bubbled in. Of course, nowadays, all these machines, they take #2 pencils only, but in older versions, they had these special machine scoring pencils. So, for example, the IBM electrographic leads, I believe, and Woodcase pencils are very, very sought after today because of their exceptionally smooth and dark and lustery finish to the lead. It's an exceptionally smooth pencil, and it's very, very pleasant to write with, if not a little bit inconvenient because you have to kind of sharpen the pencil every once in a while. And over here I got a bunch of these. Let's choose a longer one. Okay. Fuse-Tex Nationals Test Scoring 7000s. This is another one of those test scoring pencils I was telling you about for machines in the olden days. Well, not so old, I guess. I'm guessing these are from either the 60s or the 70s. It's a very, very nice pencil. The estate sale I got these from, it was just one box, and he had 14 of these. I believe this is most of the 14 right here, around here, This one, of course, it's got that standard gem top eraser, but it doesn't do anything anymore just because of its age. And here we have an Eagle Electronic Scorer 350. It's a pencil by the famed American Eagle Pencil Company. Now, I guess its descendant today would be Papermate, but it's gone through a bunch of changes, which you can see in my Eagle Sanford Papermate video. And here we've got the red band. If you've seen that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. The red band permeates through the entire Sanford Murado line. Well, I guess it started with the Eagle Murado, and it continued all the way up to today's Papermate Murado Classic. You can always see that red band, and so you know that this one's a pencil of high quality. It's got a rather thick core, if you can see. Maybe that's a better view. See how much of the lead is exposed? Yeah, it's a very thick core, so they were expecting you to put down a lot of lead. There's another one of those Nationals test scoring pencils. Alright, over here we got a couple of these Mongol Eberhard Faber Mongol 482s. These are really, really nice pencils. The No.2 I used for a while in school, and I had to sharpen it rarely. It lasted me for a good 3 or 4 months, just that one pencil, with very minimal sharpening required. And here's a No.1 pencil of the same model, and of course the No.1 is going to be incredibly smooth. You can't really tell it's smooth from the video, but trust me, if you can get your hands on one of these, any No.1 pencil from this era is really, really good. And here I've got an Eagle Arcadia pencil. You can see it reflected in the light. It's a No.2 pencil, but it writes exceptionally well, just like any Eagle pencil. This looks like it was a budget model, just based on the minimal lettering and lack of paint on the ferrule, but it's a very good quality pencil. Back in this time, I guess most pencils were very high quality. That was just the standard of the time. And here's a Dixon Oriole. These pencils hold a special significance for me because you would get these in school kits and stuff like this at the beginning of elementary school years. They would come in packs of 12, and I was always liked them because of the huge eraser. It was an eraser similar to the Dixon Ticonderoga. But this one here is a number 2.5. It's a very old one. It's made in U.S. and it's got that printed on there. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Did my best. This one writes real nicely. Over here I've got a couple of J.S. Stedtler Mars Lumigraphs, and this one here is a B lead pencil, as you can see over here. It's got that gem top eraser again. And here's a 3H model. Those are very high quality drawing pencils, and they both write very well. And here I've got a couple of Eagle Turquoise pencils. Note the printing on this one, or rather the lettering, and then the lettering on this next one over here. Slightly different from each other. Then the metal finish on the top is also different. The left one has ridges and the right one just has a, I guess, slab-sided appearance. Again, very high quality American drawing pencils. And here I've got a few of these small, thick leaded pencils. I'm guessing these were either for sketching or for little kids, but they're all really smooth. This one I'm not sure what it is because they sharpened it from the wrong side, but it's an Eagle pencil. It's got a pretty thick lead, as you can see. Here's an Eagle Alpha. I'm guessing this was an elementary school model just because the name Alpha and the fact that it's huge for little kids. So you can see it's got a B lead, and from here you can see how big the core actually is. And next, Ebony. I'm guessing that this is either Eberhard Faber or yeah, I'm guessing this is Eberhard Faber just because of the wood clinched moniker. It's got jet black, I guess. Extra smooth, I'm guessing it said. Here we've got, I'm guessing it says Universal Bowling and Golf Corporation. Good for keeping score on those cards back in the day. Universal Bowling and Golf, you can see the thick lead here. And here I've got a golf pencil from Hollywood Park. It's got a nice eraser that doesn't work anymore, and the thick core. All of these pencils have exceptionally soft lead, and they write like they do, smoothly. And on the opposite end of the spectrum over here, I've got a very thin Eagle Sprite. You can tell with the scale from all these rest of these pencils. Look at how thin it is compared to the rest of these. I'm guessing this was a sort of a pocket pencil that you would put in a purse or a pocketbook or something like this, that, you know, it wouldn't take up much space. It says made in Canada, Eagle Sprite 683. It's pretty nice. It's also very delicate to write with. I feel like I'm going to snap it every time I write with it, so I don't. Over here, Eberhard Faber, something VI Czech. It's a red and blue pencil, as you can see. Very helpful for accountants, or I guess stenographers as well. For editors, I guess. Thick blue, very thick red. It's pretty cool. I'm guessing the person who owned this had a box of them and used them all to this size. And we've got a little promotional J's pencil. I'm guessing that this kind of pencil would come with a chip bag. Something, you know, a promotion taped on the front of a chip bag. And here we've got a couple of Eagle Morados. Once again, very high quality American writing pencils. You've got the red band right here. And here's a number 2. And here's a number 1 pencil, which are, as I've said before, very, very smooth. Exceptionally smooth, especially considering that it's a Murado. And we've got an autograph pencil. It's interesting because it's got a space to write your name on it. This guy's name, Harry Clayton. Autograph made by Venus, number 2. It's clearly a school pencil because the shiny paint, very attractive for children. And then of course if anybody wanted to steal it, which I guess would have been a problem, considering this is such an attractive looking pencil, it's got a space to write your name on it. Over here, an Empire Silvertone, again one of those lustre red finishes, and this one unfortunately doesn't have a space to write your name on it. It's got that eraser, it's crumbled off, and overall I think it's a really nice pencil. And here finally I found this box, well I guess casing. 10 out of the 12 Verithin pencils are here, and honestly I've never seen them in such quite a good condition as they are here. You can see, if I take one of these out, it still shines. It's got that luster still, that finish has not worn off. These pencils have never been used or handled roughly in any way, shape, or form. And, I mean, it shows. And the high quality of these pencils is allowed to show through as well because there's no wear. That gold print, it's perfectly aligned. Compare that to today's, Murado Black Warriors, where the hearts are imprinted and then the gold foil printing is a little bit off. Well, it's not real gold foil, but you get what I'm saying. Then over here you got the metal cap that's perfectly aligned. If you look at Prismacolor turquoise drawing pencils today at your local Michaels or Blick or whatever, you'll see that those are rattly and stuff like this, but these are solid. Overall, a paragon of American pencil making. And that's about it. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, because I plan on making a couple typewriter videos, or perhaps another video with my fountain pens. Thanks.